Let's talk about another Bevcar Girls video that I strongly disagree with. A little bit of background, I have actually been following and been scrolling for a few months now. I found her when she had like 6 Bevcar videos posted, like 4,000 followers, like under 10K I remember, because I was surprised that she didn't have more followers considering how like good her content was. One thing about me is my FYP knows I'm a Bevcar girl and they feed a lot of other Bevcar girl videos on my For You page. Anytime I see a Bevcar girl, I'm following you. I'm following you. You're one of us. We're all in the industry together. Maybe that's just the girl's girl in me. I don't know. I probably follow 30 plus Bevcar girls from Cass Holland and Shay Patino. What's her? I think I'm mispronouncing her last name. Follow all the big Bevcar girlies, small creators who have 200 followers and just make silly little videos for fun. But considering they do what I do for work, like I'm gonna follow you, I'm gonna support you, I'm gonna like all your shit. Not to say that I'm the first one who ever made a like how to be a Bevcart video. It's more so a lot of like day in the life content or interactions between the Bevcart girls and the golfers, like vlog style kind of. So about a month ago, I was just having a really good day at work and I was like, you know what? I need to like tell the girls about this. Like I need to get on TikTok and I need to tell the girls like, so that's exactly what I did. I made a video and I think I started it out by saying, if you've been looking for a sign to be a Bevcart girl this summer, this is your sign. I just started encouraging that girls start applying and doing their research and being proactive about being a Bevcart girl if they want to do that for the summer, because I saw videos for the longest time and thought like, I want to do that, I could do that, and like here I am now. So I made a video basically promoting being a Bevcart girl and trying to encourage other women to do it, because if I'm being honest, this job has absolutely changed my life and I'm never gonna gatekeep this job. Obviously I'm not gonna give girls the phone number to the club I work at so they can try to replace me. Like I'm secure in my job, but make a video and post it to TikTok, you never know where it's gonna end up. So if I end up on some small town girl's page and there's only a couple golf courses in her area and she can secure a job and the money changes her life and, you know, loves the job the way that I do, then good enough for that girl. And I hope even if I encourage one girl to get into the industry, the very girl that I have followed and loved her content, supported her from the first video I ever saw of her, tell me how I see that she posted a new video the other day and I'm like, ooh, yay. No, it was what they're not going to tell you when you apply to be a Bevcart girl. And I'm like, okay, let's hear it. Like, you know, keep in mind, you guys, I don't think I mentioned, she commented on my video that blew up. She saw it and I know she saw my video. I recognized her name in my comment section. As I'm watching her video, I'm realizing that she is making her video with my video in mind. She references multiple things that I said and multiple talking points that I had in my video in hers. Maybe I'm reading into this the wrong way, but in a very negative light, and I was surprised. It made me feel weird. Let me preface by saying I'm a Florida-based Bevcart girl, and I'm almost positive, like don't quote me, but I feel like she's California-based. I feel like I saw her post something about being in California. So that's on the complete opposite coast as me, across the country, completely different state. So when I'm speaking, I am fully speaking in terms of my experience only and what I have seen since I've been in the industry. I've worked at 2 different golf courses in Florida, and honestly, my experiences at both differing golf courses have been pretty similar in comparison. I feel like that gives me a little room to speak, but then again, I'm speaking from my 2 courses and from a Florida-based country club. People were asking me like what they should wear for an interview, and when I interviewed for my first course, kind of previously knew my manager, I had worked for her before. She told me to come in all black athleisure clothes because she wanted to take me out on the course and show me the ropes and kind of give me a tour of the course and show me the Bevcart on the day of my hiring. Obviously, when you think interview, you think of dressing to impress. You have to be classy, there's a level of professionalism, but at the same time, you're not gonna work in a trouser, pantsuit, and kitten heels. So does it make sense to interview in that? Maybe, and maybe for some girls, not at my course, it didn't. I also know girls, because I follow so many girls in the industry, I also know girls that said that they were literally asked to work on their first day after being hired. I know girls that interviewed, got the job, and then they said, what are you doing today? Do you want to hop on with our current BevCard girl that's on the course right now and she can kind of show you the ropes? How are you going to do that if you're in a dress, if you're in, you know, dress slacks, if you're dressed professionally? I understand being dressed professional, dressed to impress, but at the end of the day, I feel like I also had a point in saying to dress in a BevCart uniform because you really want to be giving that. You know, you want whoever is hiring you to look at you and go, wow, she looks the part. Let's put her on the damn BevCart. She's hired. She also goes into saying that BevCart girls are not in demand, which I 100% agree with. And my video was for the girls interested in it. If you are interested in it, give it a shot. Little research, make a phone call or two, go sit down and talk to somebody. Love it. Like, one girl in my comments was saying that she applied multiple times throughout the time span of a year and finally got the job. And maybe if you're consistent, it'll work. She also went on to imply that basically once someone becomes a BevCart girl, they're gonna like be a BevCart girl till they die. I think she actually said unless they like become too old or are pregnant, that's pretty much the only time that they quit. And not invalidating her experience, but I never claimed to be the Lorax and speak for all BevCart girls, and I think it's unfair to have that kind of attitude when speaking about the job. For example, my coworker quit the job and has been studying for the LSAT and is literally working towards being a lawyer, and it just wasn't feasible for her to be working long hours on the course while also trying to advance in her career. She's not pregnant, she's not old, she just changed career paths. And then what does that open up for somebody else? What does that open up for another woman? A position on the BevCart. I had another coworker who was a stay-at-home wife. It was her fun job. It was just extra spending money. She actually got the job with the goal of funding her dog's surgery, made enough money to fund her dog's surgery, decided that with all the drama with our management, she didn't want the job anymore and she quit. So you never know other people's situations. I feel like she was speaking in terms of the culture that she is a part of at her job and her job only, but it's unfair to come on a platform like this and act like that's the standard for all BevCart girls, for all the clubs. I'm here to tell you it's not. That is not my experience on the other side of the country, and that's not going to be your experience everywhere. Not to say that that's not her experience. I 100% believe everything she's saying, and I think she's valid. I just think she needs to be a little more transparent about how, like, her individual experience doesn't define everybody else's. She also talked about seniority, which I completely agree with that. Together, I just feel like her video was kind of negative. Instead of like uplifting and encouraging other women to look into such a fulfilling job. Personally, I realize the small platform and the small audience I have, and I encourage other women, and I want to be a safe place for girls. I'm not going to come on here and talk negatively and act like you couldn't do something that I'm doing. Even though I do agree with some of the things she says, I also disagree with the whole attitude and demeanor of her video. You can only really speak in terms of what you have experienced. From me, I could be reading into it too much. It wouldn't be the first time I read into something more than I need to, but don't listen to everything you hear on TikTok. Anyways, be a BevCart girl this summer.